Welcome back to our Father's Day video. We're going to show you how to do some of these amazing crafts that we mentioned before to treat your dad this Father's Day.
So our first activity that we have is this cool little box. So this is your little treat box. And there'll be stickers and you can decorate it with anything you have around the house, like a marker, especially, and make it special for your dad.
Inside you'll find a lot of little things like some new dad jokes. They are still terrible, but I think your dad will enjoy them a lot. You'll also find this awesome card that you'll want to make sure to cut out and fill out. Some coffee and
a medal that you can give to your dad or your caregiver. So inside of it is a piece of paper that you can decorate. You can put your dad's name on it. You can customize it any way you want, and you give it to your dad or your caregiver because they are number one.
You can write number one dad. You can say best belcher ever. Anything that strikes your fancy, you know your dad will smile at and wear around, hopefully.
Yes.
All right, so first I'm going to show you how to open and close this box because it might be just a tad bit confusing. So you're going to take the top handles and push them together like so. And you see right here, these two pieces, you're going to pinch them and put the loop over top of it. So I'll show you again.
They kind of look like ears.
Yeah, kind of like bunny ears. So you take this little piece right here, you line those up, and you just stick those right on top. Now what you're going to do with this box after decorating it is filling it with your dad's favorite treats. So we got you coffee so you could learn how to make coffee for your dad this morning on Father's Day. But we thought you might want to get some, of his favorite chocolates or goodies or any other thing, that he likes. Maybe a pet rock for him. You never know. Next up, we're going to show you how to take this apart. So what you're going to do is you're going to push on the side and you'll see that the plastic just starts to come apart and you're going to pull it with your finger. If you have any trouble at all, make sure you go get an adult's help. Maybe not your dad's, but certainly your mom.
It's a surprise.
And so we'll have this card here. You fill out this one. Then I'll get mine out of this side and I'll fill out mine.
Mine says, best dad ever. Let's see what Carrie says.
Mine says, stinkiest car farts ever.
Dads do give off the stinkiest farts, and then they try to blame it on the dog.
Yeah. So what you're going to do is you're going to press your paper back in there and make sure that you line it up when you're sticking the pieces together so that it hangs down like this instead of having it upside down. So we're just going to take this piece and push it down inside there. So not only is your dad the best dad, he's also the stinkiest car farts dad.
And then they get to wear it around all day.
And since Katie's going to be our dad for this video, she gets to wear it. All right, and then in front of me, you'll see you have a card to cut out. So on this side of the paper, you'll notice that there are lines around the picture and around the white. You're going to want to make sure you cut around that to get this section. And then inside it says, things I love about dad. What do you love about your dad?
He's funny. His jokes are actually funny.
I love that my dad knows how to have a good time. He is always full of fun ideas.
Never a boring moment.
And
my dad protects me from monsters in the dark. For sure. He usually checks under the bed and in the closet.
My dad has always been a good helper, and not only does he help me, but he shows me how to do it myself, so that if he's not around to help me, I can do it.
So he's a good teacher.
And what else do we love about our dad? We've got one more.
It has to be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
They're always there for you.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what, they always got your back.
All right, so now that we have our card fill out, we're gonna make sure we put that with our box so that your dad has a Father's Day present. And then there are these little jokes in there. So if you want, you can tell Dad a joke for Father's Day. This says, what does Bee use to brush its hair?
A honeycomb. I know that one.
All right, let's try another one. Why didn't Skeleton climb the mountain?
I don't know.
It didn't have the guts.
Ba-doo!
All right, let's get back to the rest of our video and show you guys how to make
Coffee! So now we're going to show you how to make coffee for your dad. First is to get their favorite mug.
And then you're gonna fill it with water, preferably clean water.
Clean water. From the sink.
Or filter.
Then you're going to put it in your microwave.
All right, and to heat water up to the point that it's warm but not boiling, you're gonna put this in for about a minute and a half, and then you're just gonna test it.
Which is 1:30.
And
And then you wait.
30 seconds. While you're waiting, you can find if you have creamer. If you know your dad likes creamer, you should probably ask another person. And then sugar, so you know what to doctor up his coffee with on Father's Day morning.
My dad likes to put hot chocolate with his coffee.
That's really cool.
How does your dad like his coffee?
Mostly sugar.
Sugar. Sugar. I like sugar.
He tries it a lot of different ways. Now, if it was Corey, it would just be black. So my husband, my kid's father, would just like black coffee straight. You know, if it could make hair grow on your chest, he'd like it.
The stronger the better.
He gets Death Wish coffee, in fact, because he has a death wish. That's why he drinks that much caffeine.
We have 30 more seconds until our coffee is ready to add the main ingredient,
The coffee grounds.
which can be found in your Take and Make box. Dun, 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 dun. Dot, 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 dot. Works every time.
All right, so when you take your hot water out, you might need something like an oven mitt if your cup gets hot. I'm just going to use some paper towel. And then we're going to get it out of here. And since you're going to be drinking this, I'm going to have you dip your finger in and test it. Is that warm enough for you?
Yes.
All right.
Yay, I got it. So you rip off the top and pour in the goodness.
And if you have trouble with that, make sure you find a pair of scissors. All right, we want to make sure we close our door over here, not just to leave that open. All right, Katie, how do you like coffee since you are going to be the dad today?
I like my coffee with a lot of sugar and a little bit of cream.
Oh, and then I'm going to show you how it looks whenever it's mixing in. And we're going to get a spoon so we can mix that in.
We need a spoon.
Smell that aroma.
I'm
It smells like it's going to make your breath bad. All right, here we go. Would you like some cream as well?
Yes, please.
All right.
Beautiful.
All right, here's our sugar. All Vanna White for you. Oh.
This is where you find out how much sugar I like in my coffee.
That's a pretty big cup too, despite the fact that it has a spider on the bottom. You like the cauldron shape so you can come in for a spell?
And then you stir it. I can feel the spider at the bottom. There's a spider in my coffee.
You can also make this kind of an April Fool's Day thing by buying a mug that has a spider on the bottom and just saving it until that day.
Oh yeah, good coffee.
Good stuff.